Hello, people. Welcome to Ohui Insights, where I will give you latest updates on UK visas and immigration. Today, I will discuss how you can maximize your chances of getting your spousal visas right. I know it can be very frustrating when couples are apart and trying to get this application through. It do take time, and how disappointing is it for you to wait all this time, and when a decision is made, it's a refusal. Therefore, I encourage that we try to put in our best in terms of supporting documents, because this application will not invite the applicant for any interview, nor the other spouse in the UK. Every evidence is document based. So you should be able to convince the Home Office officer who will be attending to your application so that you can be successful. First of all, you need to prove your relationship with your spouse is genuine. In proving the relationship, you will have to add your marriage certificate. Usually, they expect that the marriage should be more than 2 years, or at least 2 years old. Then, I will also advise that you add pictures of when your marriage ceremony took place. It also helps. The second item on the list is the financial requirement. Your spouse in the UK must earn £18,600 per annum to be able to meet the financial requirement. In addition, they also look into the sustainability of finances so that your spouse will be able to look after you. So you will have to add a letter from your spouse employer, his pay slips, between 6 months pay slip should be okay, his bank statement to be able to meet this financial requirement. But whereas you are coming with a child, there is an additional 3,200 to the 18,600. If there is a second child, it's another plus of 2,300, and so on. So you need to work out all these earnings to be able to ascertain which is right for your particular application you make. You will have to meet the accommodation requirement. The accommodation can be a rented one, owned accommodation, or living with family, friends, or relative, provided your relative can add a letter indicating the number of rooms in the house, and that one room will be assigned to you and your spouse. If you are renting, you need to add your tenancy agreement. If you are owning the house, you need to add your mortgage documents. Another requirement you will have to meet is the English language requirement. Your spouse should be able to speak the English language, and this is proved by taking the A1 English test. That is, if you do not have a degree that is recognized in the UK. If you have a degree, you do not need to go and write the English exam. Another requirement is paying the NHS health surcharge of £1,000. This is also a requirement. In addition to the accommodation, to add to that, if your spouse is renting or owns the accommodation, utility bills must be in his name to prove that genuinely he lives in that accommodation. There cannot be additional proofs as well. Documents from government recognized institutions like HIMRC and the others. All these forms of documents are accepted. I trust that this goes a way to help make your spousal application successful, to ease the pressures this can bring. The latest updates I would like to add to the spousal visa is that due to COVID, a lot of people have lost their livelihood, job, others furloughed, others on lower income. So a consideration from the Home Office on the financial requirements is that because people have lost their jobs, they will not be able to meet the 18,600 being the financial threshold. So the Home Office has been considerate where your spouse can use his previous income he earned before losing his job or her job due to COVID. I think this is really a great news that will help spouses who are wanting to make application during this difficult time. And Home Office has really done well in being this considerate. I believe this as well helps and makes your whole process less stressful. I look forward to coming your way again soon. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe, leave your comments. If you have any questions or confusions, do send them through and I will attend to them. I hope to see you all soon. But before we can do that, you will have to subscribe so that anytime I'm online, we can connect. You can as well tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you so much. Bye for now.